And Rebo Warriors. Today we have a Week 1 matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Philadelphia is not part of the 8-team rebuild franchise focus teams, but this is one of my favorite teams. I am an Eagles fan, and since I'm not showing every game every week, I decided to add the Eagles to this mix because I'm an Eagles fan. I want to see all their games. So if there is a team you want to follow throughout the season and you want me to upload all their games, I will. But if not, you know the franchises. Um, if you don't, there's plenty of videos to tell you who we are focusing on. But on this video, before we get into the game, I want to go over the teams real quick. You have Hurts, of course, Saquon, Will Shipley. They drafted a man named Towns, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and this insane beast they drafted, Shaquille Pearman, 6'5", 221. He's a superstar, hidden development, 89 speed, 93 acceleration. Just insane. Dallas Goedert with Johnny Wilson moved to tight end. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Tyler Steen, and Mekhi Becton Sr., who is having a little bit of a bounce back with being under such a great offensive line coach. They run a 3-4 now. Levi McLaughlin is a draft pick, and so was Josh Stampler, trying to get this left end spot. But they have Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis as their main nose tackle, and I guess it would be three gap, three technique. I don't know. Then Bryce Huff is a outside linebacker pass rusher with Devin White and Jeremiah Schroeder and Nakobe Dean as their inside backers. Nolan Smith on the edge. Zach Ballin also backing both those guys up. They have Darius Slay, Quinyon Mitchell's 84 overall with Keely Ringo. They picked up Darius Rush and Womack. Remember CJ GJ, he's back here with Sidney Brown backing him up. Cooper DeJean is moved to safety with Sidney Brown backing up him. And as far as the Raiders go, come on. Aaron Rodgers is now the QB over Mac Jones, which is wild. Zamir White is their running back. Devontae Adams. Marquise Hollywood Brown signed in the offseason because Chiefs just could not keep him. They were in cap hell. Michael Gallup, Juju Smith-Schuster, Trey Tucker, Brock Bowers, and Michael Mayer. Great duo right there. Tight end, Colton Miller, JPJ, Andre James, Dylan Parham, Zachary McGrath. Got Michael Clemens, Christian Wilkins, big free agency signing before the 2024 season to go along with Max Crosby. Judon is now with them. He's down to an 80, though. He's really hanging on here. Nate Hobbs. Xavier Howard came over in free agency. Jack Jones. Trayvon Moehrig. And they really are hurting at strong safety. But without further ado, let's get into the game. This should be a good one. Philadelphia is the number one rated offense, just over the Chiefs. They are 93 overall offense, and the Chiefs are 92. So I'm expecting big things, a big bounce back from Philly this year.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Eagles, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility. And
there he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On second down, they'll run with White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here now, a third down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Second down, here's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's down to the 12. Up the middle with Barkley. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He'll get that out to the flat to White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
21-0 our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They're going to look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. 2nd and 6. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go play action with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Barkley Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Barkley again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Zamir White returning to the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Rodgers to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. And brought down that time by Nolan Smith. Now 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. White. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's able to break out at 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The kick by Carlson is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down to the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had this one number 5. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a game that's dependent on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Rodgers now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
So out come the Raiders. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's White. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go up the middle with White. And fights through one man. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run straight ahead here with White. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Fights through it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Second down, here's Hurts.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Las Vegas first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. He's to the 15, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 40 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And again, it's Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Carter in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 90 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.